Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate, again, all of you. We're going to do a round of questions, 5 minutes per senator to start with. And I want to start with you, Mr. Gore. I think most people are aware of how close you are to the president and how important that is, obviously, in an ambassadorial post. But I think nothing underscores it more than the fact that he not only appointed you as the ambassador to India, but also as an envoy for South and Central Asian affairs. And I wonder if you could talk about that for a minute and elaborate on that. That's a great honor. You know, Tom Barrack it's not a usual thing. Tom Barrack's making it work right now, obviously in Turkey and Syria and Lebanon. Also a Rubik's Cube, but you're going to face the same thing in Central Asia. Tell us about it.
Thank you for your question, Chairman. As you mentioned, we do have a handful of envoys that represent this White House. Tom Barrack is an excellent example, along with Steve Witkoff. And in that capacity, I will be able to work with 12 additional nations at the direction of the President on issues that might arise to that level. I am not nominated to be an ambassador to 12 nations. I'm here as the nominee to India. So I am a special envoy to those 12 nations to complement the ambassadors that we have there, the career staff that we have at those embassies. Should we have an issue that arises to a certain level from those posts or from the White House, I have the unique ability, along with the other envoys, to be able to directly get the President of the United States and raise it to that level. And so that's a good thing. I'm there to complement. I'm not there to subtract anything from those careers, from those ambassadors. Should they need my help on anything, it'll be an open door policy, and we'll take it back to the White House.
Fair enough. Good explanation. Mr. Vieprich, I want to turn to you for a minute. And you're in a really interesting and important role at the department. You know, President Trump ran on as one of his signature promises to close the back door with the illegal immigration we were having. And the American people responded and were very clear that they wanted that stopped. And he very quickly slammed the back door, and there's nobody coming through. I think now there's another side of that coin, and that is legal migration. And it's not getting any attention, and it should. I think most Americans are not particularly focused on the fact that we've had a long, proud history for all of our time as a nation of having legal migration to this country. There's been a steady stream over recent years. And I think probably it doesn't get the attention because it doesn't cause trouble. Indeed, it complements the United States, and we welcome it. I think we're in a particularly important position right now to be examining that, because as we have closed the back door, we have closed what has been an opportunity for our agricultural community, for our home building community, for a number of communities here that use migrant labor. And so I think we need to really focus on that, make sure that these industries get a steady flow of workers that are needed. There is no doubt at all that these workers are needed in this country, and it can be handled, and it can be handled very well. It has been for the many years that we've had legal migration into the country. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on that and how you might be addressing what is a real need here in America.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If I could address in part the role I would play, if confirmed, as Assistant Secretary of the Bureau of Population, Refugees, and Migration. That Bureau does have responsibility over one part of the legal migration flow that you talked about, and that is refugee admissions to the United States. Now, at the Department of State, the Bureau that would cover, I believe, most of the flows that you're talking about would be the Bureau of Consular Affairs, including for certain forms of temporary work visas. And of course, the Department of State works in conjunction with the Department of Labor and Department of Homeland Security more broadly in order to operate these programs.
Well, I appreciate that, and I guess I should have refined the question a little bit more. The refugee issue is as important as the migration issue, and it really needs coordination between the two offices. You want to speak to that for a minute?
Yes, sir. Thanks for the opportunity to address that. In the past, I've worked with, in the Bureau of Population, Refugees, and Migration, working very closely with Department of Homeland Security, and particularly U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And so if confirmed for this role, I would anticipate, again, close coordination with DHS and USCIS to conduct a U.S. refugee admissions program in accordance with the President's determination for the populations to be admitted to the United States.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and again, I hope you will, along with coordinating, raise the issue, because it really isn't getting much attention, and it does need attention, because these industries that use this kind of labor, they're in dire need, and it's going to take coordination, as you've described, undoubtedly, but the issue itself needs to be raised. So thank you very much. Senator Shaheen.